Hello, this is Kevin with the Chapter 8 video on conflict management skills. I'll tell you about a recent conflict I had with my mother. Um, my wife and I are expecting a baby soon in January, and my mom has been giving us a lot of ideas and suggestions for raising the baby and telling us, things that she thinks we should do when we're raising the baby. She'll tell us about the things that she used to do to raise me and my siblings, about how she would discipline us or educate us, or just stuff like that. Or she tells us things that she thinks that we should do when we're raising the baby. Some of those things I don't always agree with, um, and I feel that sometimes she's just trying to tell us how to raise our child, and I just haven't really liked that. And it became a source of conflict. At first, I kind of just went along with it. I brushed it off, didn't really think much about it. I thought she would just eventually stop and let us do our thing, but she didn't stop. So in the beginning of the conflict, I became really frustrated. At first, I kept it mostly to myself, but over time, I couldn't keep it to myself, so I had to call her, talk to her, and just speak my mind. And that began the active conflict. After we spoke for a few minutes, the conflict actually became a little more intense. We were raising our voices, and we weren't really getting anywhere with our discussion. But after a few more minutes, I just realized that she was looking out for us, and she just wanted the best for us and the baby. And so I was able to calm down and begin working on a resolution for the conflict. A few minutes later, we both came to an agreement and an understanding, and we were able to resolve the conflict. For the second question about conflict management styles, I can tell you for most of my life, I use the avoidance tactic a lot to manage conflicts. If I saw a conflict coming, I pretty much wanted nothing to do with it, so I just avoided it. I guess I felt at the time that most of the issues that were coming up were not worth getting upset over, so I didn't really speak up about it. But after I started dating my wife, I found that avoidance was the wrong approach to conflict, and it was actually counterproductive to our relationship. So now, mostly I use compromise and collaboration to handle conflicts, which took some time to really learn how to do, but in the end, it works much better for us. To me, compromise has been a little easier to use, especially with time-sensitive issues, but I have found that overall, collaboration is the most effective means of resolving conflict.